What's up, guys, and welcome back. If you were here yesterday, we did a quarters, nickels, and dimes hunt and found a couple of silver coins. Today we are going to be doing half dollars, and we have a $3,000 hunt this time, so 6 boxes, and hopefully we find some silver. One thing that's different today is you'll notice when I jump to the time lapse, I have a cast on. I accidentally sprained my wrist yesterday at work, fell backwards from probably about 5 or 6 feet up, and yeah, hurt my lower back and wrist, but it's not going to be bad enough where I can't still do coin hunts. So anyways, that's why I'll be, if you notice I'm wearing a cast, that's why. But anyways, let's get right to it, and I'm going to go ahead and jump to the time lapse. Alright guys, I think we are going to have our first 40% silver. Right there. Second away from being an under 2. Let's see if I can do that. Yep, 1967, 40% silver. Awesome. And I think that's going to be out of Philadelphia as well. There's no... So I just can't see. Nope, no mint mark. Awesome. Well, and we are... Let me make sure this is on here too. I don't think it is. Nope. Like you could tell by the color, it's 40% silvers will usually, in circulated condition, they'll have almost like a greenish tint, and they'll have that pretty obvious 40% silver line on them. But yeah, we're only at roll 5 of the very first box out of the 6, so hopefully this is a really good $half hunt. Also, sorry if the cast is blocking the coins a little bit. I may end up taking it off. It's not too bad. I just can't twist it very much. So here in a bit, I may end up taking it off if I decide it's covering too much. Anyways, I'm gonna jump back to the time lapse and get back to it. Alright, well, we didn't get any more silver out of that first box. We did still come up with this 40% here. I kind of had my hopes up since we found this in like the 5th roll, but we are not going to have any more out of that one. But it's alright, we got 5 more boxes. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that next one up. Got a bunch of paper. I'm gonna pull that away too. All right, here's our second box. I'm gonna go ahead and open it up and see what the top looks like. But I don't think... Let me turn the slide on. We do have 1, 2, 3. In fact, that could possibly be one there. Okay. I see two 1971. There's one there and one here. 1971 enders. That's a good sign. Usually they've been relatively new, pretty much all of them so far. But yeah, that's a good sign. So anyways, I'm gonna jump back to the time lapse, and I'll start back on the normal video if I find any more silver. Alright, well, unfortunately that last box didn't have any silver either. I'm going to go ahead and I switched my camera settings a little bit because I noticed it was slightly blurry for some of those coins. Hopefully it hasn't been doing that this whole time. But yeah, I noticed like it wasn't really zooming or focusing very well. So I went ahead and switched those up, but we're going to go ahead and move on to the third box. Including this one, we've got 4 left. And so hopefully we've got some silver in the rest of this box. I was kind of hoping we would have found at least one in that last box. I'm hoping we'll be able to get a 90% silver on video. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, these, it's not bad, but yeah, that last box, I definitely had a lot more hope for. It had a lot of older ones on the top. This one, it's decently circulated, but you could see there's 2 here. There's a lot of 2024 coins. So I don't ever let that discourage me though, because I have found Benjamins in new rolls. There will be like all 2024 rolls, and then there will be like one Benjamin Franklin or 90% silver. So just because a lot of them are new doesn't mean that they're all going to be. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and switch it back to the time lapse and bring it all back in when I find some silver. Alright guys, welcome back. We finally have another 40% silver. I was getting a little bit worried there that we wouldn't find anything else, but and you could see actually what I was talking about earlier when I said that I have found silver coins in mostly new coins. That is more than half the roll is brand new coin. I think these are all. Yeah, these are all 2024 on this side. Yeah, go ahead and see what year this is. Is that another? Okay, no, the other one was 1967. So we have a 1968. It looks like Denver. Yep, 1968, 40% silver out of Denver. So that makes the second 40% silver $50. Sweet. Put that over here with the other one. So far we have 2 40% silver $50. Hopefully we can find some more. And that is probably, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3. So that's 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. That's the 27th roll of the first box, so we're a little bit more than halfway through on the good grief, on the third $50 box. So not great, but Not mad at finding two 40%s. Anyways, all right, I'm going to get back to the time lapse, and yeah, let's get back to it. All right, guys. Well, we only had that one 40% silver from box number 3. Still not the greatest. I've definitely had better hunts, which I say that we're only halfway through, so we could start getting a lot better silver, and hopefully we do. But yeah, we got a 1967 out of Philadelphia and 1968 out of Denver. So again, yeah, not too bad. Hoping that we at least find 190% silver, and yeah, catch that on video. Oh, drop that. I hate doing that. Like I said before, in the last video, I keep all of these in coin capsules and flaps to keep them safe. I know a lot of people will just toss these in a silver box or coin collection box. I don't like doing that. I like to keep my coins in good condition. But yeah, anyways, on to box number 4. All right, guys, this is box number 4. It is actually the next day, and if you notice, there's actually something different. I got my tripod today, so I'm not going to be using that chest mount probably much anymore, unless, of course, y'all like that angle for the video, which, you know, let me know in the comments. Let me know if y'all like the chest mount, or if you like this better, and also if you guys like the time lapse, or if you'd rather me just bring you in whenever I find any silver or any cool coins. But yeah, so this box number 4. I'm gonna go ahead and tear it open and give y'all a look at what the enders on the top look like. This one from the other side didn't look super great. It does look, you know, obviously circulated, so thankfully it's not all new coins, but yeah, it is. Well, no, this side doesn't look too bad. Let me actually turn up the brightness a little bit. Yeah, this one's not too bad. You can definitely see, though, there are still a lot of new coins, unfortunately. But yeah, this is box number 4. We have 2 others left besides this. Hopefully we find some silver, and I'm gonna go ahead and start that time lapse. That box sucked. That was, as you all could see from the time lapse, that was like 80 to 90% new, brand new 2024 coins. There were like maybe at the most 4 to 5 circulated, or like even just like 80s, 90s half dollars in most of those rolls, like 4 to 5 at max. And on top of that, I don't know if y'all caught that when I kind of paused there during the time lapse. I forgot, I think it was this one. One of these rolls I counted back through. You'll see me go on the time lapse. 1, 2, real quick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they shorted me a whole $1 on this roll. There were 2 missing $half from this roll. And actually, from what you can see here, some of these, you see how this from a full roll can kind of just slide one across those. That means that those aren't full rolls. Yeah, so that was a rough box. And by the way, just to clarify, this is not, it's not the bank's fault. If you get a box and they are stiffing you on some of those, the bank just ordered these from Brinks or Loomis. This has been happening to me a lot more recently. Loomis kind of just, you know, they've been stiffing me quite a bit on some of these boxes. I've been getting some rolls with 1, 2, or actually sometimes even 3 50-cent pieces missing from them. So, but which again, that's, you know, the price you pay when you get bulk coin looking for silver. But yeah, so that was a little bit of a rough box. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to box number, let's see, 5? Yeah, this is number 5. Hopefully we have better luck with this box. This one, at the other side, when I was seeing it, that and it has a different stamp on it. This one is actually from a totally different bank than what I got the others at. I usually go to either Bank of America, Grand Savings, and this one right here, Farmers and Merchants Bank. They usually don't order me a whole lot at once, and I don't usually get boxes from them. But they have given me quite a lot of silver in the past. This one doesn't look too bad. There are, as you can see here, this one's a little bit scratched up. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. This one's got like a lot of nicks and stuff on it. Not too bad, but that's actually what we're hoping for. Some of these, this one too, right beside it, they both have kind of like the same little bits and scratches on it. So yeah, hopefully this one is better than that last one. I definitely don't see near as many non-circulated 2024s. There are still a few, but definitely not as much as that last one. So anyways, yeah, hopefully we have better luck on this one. I'm going to go ahead and start that time lapse, and I will bring you back in if I find any silver. Alright guys, well good grief, there wasn't anything in that one either. You know what, I actually want to test something real quick. I have never done coin collecting under this kind of lighting before. I don't think it would mess with it. I'm pretty familiar with what silver looks like. But also just for you guys, so that you know what to look out for. I don't think this lighting would mess with the way silver would look in a roll. No, I can pretty much already tell from that. I just wanted to be sure. I was like, I've never used white light like this. Yeah, okay. No, that's still pretty obvious. So yeah, if we see that, then we got silver. But no, okay. I was thinking for a second, I was like, you know what? I really hope that I'm not like, this lighting is like throwing me off and there's been silver and just haven't found any. But there actually was, and I was tossing those rolls out with silver in it, but no, yeah, that edge is still pretty recognizable. Yeah, and that's a 40% silver. If you see a 90%, I was almost afraid it'd look like these because they are pretty bright white, but no, yeah, that's still pretty obvious. All right, well, that was box number 5. Nothing that one either. Man, I hope we find something else. I would really like this to not just be like a 40% silver find video. I know this is kind of like the beginning of my YouTube channel and all, but still, I'd like to have more to show. But you know, I am also going to post these just because part of my goal here is to show y'all, if you decide to start coin collecting, you know, what to expect, especially in 2026. I know there's a lot less silver than there used to be, so I'm still going to post these just so that you guys have an idea of what to expect if you go. Not that every single one's going to be like this, but yeah, I almost thought that right there for a second was a 1970. That would be great. Because if y'all didn't know, 1965 to 1970 is 40%, and then 1964 and older is 90% silver. Yeah, I don't see any silver enders on these. I almost thought that for a second. No. Yeah, now I saw that one. Now that I put one of the silvers that we found back in there, I was kind of like looking at that. I was like, please. Yeah, so that's what we got so far. We got that 1968 and 1967. Hopefully we find at least one more before the video ends. This is the 6th and final box. I'm going to have probably a $6,000 hunt later this week. I'm not sure if I'm going to break that up into 2 videos or not, or if I'm just going to, make it all one large $6,000 hunt video. But yeah, also, again, let me know what you guys think in the comments about this new setup and the lighting. I want y'all to be able to, I want to be able to change things and how the video looks and everything depending on what y'all like. So if you like this new setup, let me know. If you like the time lapses and voiceovers, or if you'd rather me just bring you in whenever I find silver, let me know. But yeah, so I will read y'all's comments and change things up depending on what you guys like and don't like. So anyways, I'm going to get back to the time lapse, and hopefully if we find some silver in this last box. Let's get back to it. All right, guys, finally, I think this is a silver. It does have kind of a goldish edge. I could tell, I think I could tell from the, well, okay, I kind of just peeked it there a little bit. I could tell from that clad line, I think it's going to be a 40% silver, but it's weird. It's got like a goldish tint. That's, yeah, it's kind of strange, but I think, yeah, this is going to be another 40%. And yes, 1966. This is the oldest 40% we found so far in this video. And it's actually, besides the toning, it's actually in pretty good condition. That right there is just like dirt. If you wipe away the dirt on that, that is a pretty nice coin, like pretty pristine actually. Wow. There's like almost no scratching on it. It's just got the toning. For any of you guys that might be new to coin collecting, number one, don't clean your coins because that will take down the value. But coin collectors actually don't mind too much about toning when they're buying them. They understand that toning is kind of just like a natural oxidization. If it's got some scratches, you know, that's going to take down the value. But this is actually really nice. 1966. Let's see. See if there's a mint mark. Well, if it'll let me zoom, good grief. No mint mark. So it's out of Philadelphia. Sweet. Man, I was really worried there for a second. I was like, come on, like, please let me find one more. So yeah, sweet. So now we got, actually in succession, every year up, we got 66, 67, and 68. Sweet. Awesome. Third 40% silver. Oh, sorry about that. There's going to be a little bit of jump in time. I haven't gone through any more rolls. My phone just kind of freaked out there as I was talking about the 40% we just found. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and jump back to the time lapse now, and we will get back to it. Alright guys, we are going to have another 40% silver. I already accidentally caught a look of it when I was taking the roll apart, and you know, I kind of pulled it out, but we are going to have another 1967. 1967, 40% silver. Out of Philadelphia. Wow, that's the second one. Is the other one? Let's see. Yeah, the other one didn't have a mint mark either. So that makes two of those. Awesome. We now have 4 40% silvers. That probably, I think that comes up to over an ounce of silver. So far we found probably just over an ounce of silver. Sweet. Awesome. And we are, let's see. Oh man, we only got 8 rolls left. So we don't have too many left. We may finish up this video without finding any more silvers, but you know what? 4 40% silvers isn't bad. Hopefully next video on Tuesday will be better. We'll have either 2 videos of $3,000 hunts or 1 video of a large $6,000 hunt, and hopefully we find something else. There are a lot better stuff then than we are now. But yeah, let me get back to those 8 rolls. I'll jump you back to time-lapse just real quick. I might as well. I was gonna say, it's like, well, you know, I'll just finish up the 8 rolls, but no, yeah, I'll jump back to the time-lapse. So yeah, let's get back to it. Alright guys, well, you saw from the time-lapse, we didn't end up finding any more silver, but you know, I kind of figured there's only 8 rolls left. That was not a bad $3,000 $half hunt for silver. We ended up with 40% silver $half. And definitely not the best I've ever done, but you know, that's not terrible. Comes up to, yeah, over an ounce in silver still, which I think right now with silver prices, just over an ounce would probably get $90 to $100. So I mean, for $2 face value, I might be wrong, but yeah, for $2 face value, that's pretty good. But yeah, so $3,000. We are still finding silver in 2026. So if you guys decide that you want to start coin roll hunting, there is still silver to be found. Although, you know, definitely not as much as there used to be, but still not a bad amount. Yeah, and I love getting, if you find a good amount of silver, I like to get them up and, you know, have them in a roll like this. I just always think, imagine before, you know, 1970 and older, people who did this, or if they, you know, were a bunch of coin collectors, they would open a roll and this is all they'd see, is just silver, lines of silver. Compared to now, you know, we got this, so that's what it used to look like. This is what it looks like now. So yeah, anyways, not a bad $3,000 hunt. Found 4 silvers. I'm going to be back Tuesday with a $6,000 hunt, or again, I might end up doing 3,000. Y'all might just let me know if you guys like seeing the larger hunts in one video, or if you like seeing more videos of the smaller, less prolonged hunts, shorter videos, or if you like seeing the really long ones. But yeah, anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do, please like and subscribe. Help me grow my channel, and the more you guys support me, and the bigger this channel grows, the more I'll be able to do this and get bigger coin orders. And also let me know what you guys like in the comments, if you like this new setup and what you want me to change, what you want me to add, if you guys have any recommendations. But yeah, anyways, y'all have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video.